4 is here.
What is up, Skeeters Nation? Welcome to a Monday night here at Constellation Field. We've got a 7-game series about to get set here between your Sugar Land Skeeters, the defending champions of this Atlantic League, and they'll be taking on the York Revolution. The Skeeters coming into this one at 10-7. York stumbles in at 4-11. Tonight, right-hander Mitch Atkins for the Revs will take on Connor Wade here as we got a 7:05 p.m. first pitch. And ladies and gentlemen, I do regret to inform you we have lost a few players as we get ready for tonight's game. This is not the first time you've heard me say that this year, and it won't be the last. So let's just get right into it. Prior to today's game, the contracts of C.J. McElroy and Courtney Hawkins were purchased by the San Francisco Giants. So kudos to those guys. They are no longer with the Skeeters. C.J. McElroy, we'll start with him, was having a heck of a year. Hitting .365 with a .406 on base and a .444 slugging percentage at 7 RBIs in 17 games. He was 4th in the league in hitting. .365 average, was leading the league with 23 hits, and he was even tied for 6th in on base percentage and was tied for 2nd with 5 stolen bases. Courtney Hawkins was here for just 3 games. Courtney made his return to Sugar Land, and it was the return to be seen. He hit 500 in 3 games, had 2 home runs and 3 RBIs and a pair of stolen bags. And joining me in the pregame show today is on a beautiful Monday night, Kyle Dawson. Kyle, I know you and Courtney were pretty close, and you said it all weekend. You sound like a broken record, but it was worth repeating that Courtney probably wasn't going to be here for a long time, and sure enough, he was not.
Well, I tell you, partner, I feel like the Swami right now. You know, I did call it yesterday. I told Courtney, I said, you are going to be gone here soon. And then later that afternoon, the Astros game was on up in the club level, and I told Chris Parsons that Alex Bregman was about to go yard, and then he did. So I think my predictions are all good right now. But
so what are you predicting tonight then from the Skeeters?
A victory. Absolutely.
Anything in particular? Maybe a certain player, a certain captain, maybe getting on track?
I think we're going to see an Anthony Giansanti breakout game, you know. Probably a good, 3 for 4, 4 for 4, maybe a dong,
Yeah. I think I couldn't agree more. Reese Zimmerman on YouTube asked what's their record right now. I presume you're asking about the Skeeters. We're 10-7. Your Skeeters, even though they dropped 2 out of 3 to the Long Island Ducks, they still sit in first place by 4 games over the Lancaster Barnstormers. And, it's one of those double-edged swords, really, when you work in the Atlantic League. The Skeeters have had 7 players picked up by Major League Baseball teams. They had 14 all of last season. We are just into the month of May. We've had half that number already taken from our team, and yet we are still 10-7. Leading our division. If you missed earlier in the year, some of the other names who've gotten picked up: Cody Ashe, picked up by the Red Sox; infielder Ryan Court, picked up by the Mariners; right-hander Christian Bergman, also picked up by the Mariners; right-hander Andrew Bellotti, picked up by the Yankees; and infielder Will Maddox, picked up by the Giants. As I catch my breath.
Yeah, Ryan, I wasn't here the very first season, but got here right after it concluded, and this is unbelievable. I mean, in my time here, I have never seen this quick. I mean, we know it's going to be early in the season that they're going to pick up pitching, but, I mean, as far as our, fielders, it's unbelievable.
No, Kyle, you make a great point. Last year, the run seemed to be on relief pitching, and this year, of the 7 players, 5 of them have been position players. So this year, kind of a reversal of fortunes here. And
I think it goes to show you, too, that it's coming more. This team's going to look different.
Yeah, it's almost because there are relievers on this team that, you expect to be picked up at some point this year just based off of the run on them last year. I mean, one of them on our roster right now, Danny Reynolds, he's on the disabled list, was picked up last year. So you imagine when he gets in, he likely won't be here for too long. Well, it is 7:00 p.m. The sun is out. The Revolution are in town. Let's take a look at how the Skeeters fared yesterday. It was a tough day at the plate, Kyle. 3-1 loss to the Ducks, just 3 hits. 2 of those hits actually came in the last inning. So Courtney Hawkins had a single in the 9th, so he ended his Skeeters tenure this time on a positive note. Jared Mitchell had a home run in that bottom of the 9th inning. That was the only run for the Skeeters. L.J. Mazzilli did most of the damage for the Ducks yesterday in a 2-run double. Mitch Talbot took the loss. He's 0-2. Sean Nolan had a fantastic outing. He threw 5 innings, struck out 8, and allowed just 1 hit. And the Ducks, Friday night, the Skeeters came in, and they took him, beat him with a walk-off win. C.J. McElroy, obviously not on the team anymore, with the walk-off single. And then took them to 11 innings on Saturday night, and then yesterday the bats just kind of felt a little bit quiet.
Yeah, I mean, with Pete, he's going to put a good team on the field every time. I mean, even with these key losses, you're still going to get a good competitive Skeeters team, and he knows that. He knows he's got to go out and win the first half, get in the playoffs, and then you can start figuring your team out. And, one of those things where, with this team right now, it's hit or miss. Pardon the pun. They're going to have a bad game. They're going to have a bad game.
Yeah.
And they only had the one hit last night.
No, we've seen it. We've seen the offense kind of fall short a few times, but then they come out. I mean, keep in mind the Skeeters, they are tied for the league lead in home runs with 18. They're actually tied with High Point. So we've seen the offense kind of a streaky nature this year. I mean, at times they can hit the crap out of the ball, and then at times they just kind of fall asleep for a few games. But overall, it's been a great year. Well, the Skeeters are taking the field, and it's a bit of a skeleton crew tonight. We got one addition to the roster. We'll give it to you a little bit later here, but we're going to take a quick break as we get to the national anthem here on a Monday night at Constellation Field. The Skeeters and the Revs open up a 7-game homestand. Ryan Posner, Kyle Dawson bringing the baseball to you back here in just a moment.
Plan your next group outing at beautiful Constellation Field. Looking to celebrate a birthday, host a large-scale event like a company party, or just looking to bring a large group to watch a baseball game? Constellation Field has you covered. We have several birthday packages as well as seating options that include our party suites and picnic plaza, as well as the field plaza to best accompany your group. Visit SugarlandSkeeters.com or call us at 281-240-HITS for more info on all of our group packages.
Catch the Skeeters at Constellation Field from May 10th to 19th as we gear up for our biggest homestand of the year. Take the throne on Saturday with our Game of Thrones night, including a Pete and Gavilia Game of Thrones themed bobblehead. Spend Mother's Day at the ballpark on Sunday and enjoy our Sunday fun day with pregame autographs and kids run the bases. If that wasn't enough, bring your pup to the ballpark on May 16th for Park in the Park and Thirsty Thursday presented by Sierra Nevada. We'll be hosting Pink in the Park on May 17th, sponsored by Memorial Hermann, as we honor and raise awareness for breast cancer survivors. Stick around Saturday for a post-game concert from country music artist Corey Morrow, presented by Silver Eagle. There's something for the entire family this homestand at Constellation Field. Visit SugarlandSkeeters.com for more information. Memorial Hermann Sugarland Hospital has been named a recipient of the highly coveted 2016 Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award, the nation's highest presidential honor for performance excellence. Memorial Hermann Sugarland was recognized for its outstanding commitment to sustainable excellence through innovation, improvement, and visionary leadership. Memorial Hermann Sugarland is the first Houston area healthcare organization to earn the prestigious Baldrige Award and only the third in Texas. The Sugarland Skeeters are proud to partner with Memorial Hermann Sugarland.
Nothing provides the flexibility to watch the Skeeters on your time like our exciting mini plans for the 2019 season. Some of our plans include a fireworks plan with tickets to all of our Friday firework games. Catch the buzz on the weekends and come away with some of our hottest giveaway items with our Saturday night plan. Enjoy the ultimate flexibility with our Pick 8 plan, giving you the chance to pick out 8 games that work best for you. Visit SugarlandSkeeters.com to find out more information on all of our mini plans. Sugarland Skeeters, more than baseball.
What's up, dudes? Pamela Printing, the preferred printer of the Sugarland Skeeters, the name you hear most often in Fort Bend County. People are talking about quality, dependability, on time, and helpfulness in producing a great business piece for their company.
Texas Farm Bureau members get free tickets to Skeeters home games every Sunday all season long. Just show proof of your membership at the ticket office to get 2 free tickets to any Sunday home game while supplies last. Visit texasfarmbureau.org/sports to learn more about this offer and other benefits associated with your membership. This offer is exclusive to Texas Farm Bureau members and is only available while supplies last. So become a member today. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, proud sponsor of the Sugarland Skeeters.
And here we go, ready for some baseball here on a Monday night at Constellation Field. Connor Wade has taken the mound, and Kyle Dawson, he has hopped into our AccuWeather Forecast Center here at Constellation Field. Kyle, what's the weather look like tonight?
Well, Ryan, we've got 80 degrees, 51% humidity. Winds out of the southeast at 9 miles an hour. It feels like 82 degrees outside. The sunset's looking at about 8:06 this evening. Great night, beautiful night for some Skeeters baseball.
Kyle, beautifully done. You impress me every night. And let's take a look at how the York Revolution are going to line it up as Cody Stanley throws down. James Skelton going to lead it off and play catcher. Yeah, you heard that right. The catcher batting leadoff. Henry Castillo batting second. He'll play second base. Melky Mesa hitting third, playing left field. Telvin Nash hitting fourth and playing first. Isaiah Tejada, he's the DH. He's batting fifth. Wellington Dotel, he's hitting sixth and playing right. Nate Coronado at third. He'll at seventh. Ryan Dent, the shortstop, he's eighth. And rounding things out, Justin Trapp, the former Somerset Patriot, batting ninth and playing center field. The wind is howling in a little bit from right field, but otherwise just an absolute picturesque, I guess, still afternoon, right, Kyle?
Yeah, I mean, late afternoon and great day for baseball. I mean, you can't beat being at the yard right now.
Can't beat it as Connor Wade's first pitch is in for a strike to James Skelton. Second pitch outside now for a ball.
Yeah, Connor Wade, number 11, right-hander, 6'3", 190. He returns to Sugar Land for his second season with the Skeeters and his seventh in professional baseball. His first season with the Skeeters, he went 8-6 with 310 in 27 games, struck out 79 and only 19 walks, so he's very efficient.
Fantastic, Kyle, fantastic. So Connor Wade now 2-1 to James Skelton, who is the catcher for these Revs, and Kyle pointed out to me, I almost didn't catch it. Obviously, Skelton last year with the Bees, he's played with a number of teams in this league, but this year he's with the Bees or the Revs, and got a 2-2 count now, and kind of an orthodox catcher. He's got a smaller frame. He's listed here on the roster at 5'11", $165, and he fouls that one back now.
And I would say that's probably $165 soaking wet, because it looks like if he misses a meal, he'll disappear.
Right out of the horse's mouth from Kyle Dawson, acquired in a trade from the Bees for a player named later on May 7th. And his 7th Atlantic League season, his 5th different club. He mentioned he played for a few. He's played with Somerset, Lancaster, Southern Maryland, and New Britain, as well as now the Revs. Is 3-2 to Connor Wade, a name that Kyle just mentioned you are surely familiar with. He actually enters 9th in the Atlantic League with a 3.19 ERA. He's the only Skeeter starter that's qualified so far, and that one qualifies as a strikeout. James Skelton swings and misses at the fastball outside, and we got out number one here at the top of the first inning.
Well, Connor's got ice in his veins. Last year in Game 2 of the Atlantic League Championship Series, he threw a shutout against the Ducks. He struck out a season-high 11 batters without allowing a walk at all. So, that was the first shutout in Skeeter's postseason history.
Kyle, I'm sure you remember that night. That was a game that went into fairly deep in extra innings. Javier Betancourt had a sac fly that sent us to the win on the Game 2, and that had actually come on the heels of a game that lasted 10 innings against Lancaster in the Freedom Division Championship Series that we won with a walk-off grand slam. So that was a pretty cool stretch of days here at Constellation Field. And then, actually, that was Game 1. Then remember Game 2. Oh no, I'm getting my days mixed up now. Game 1 was the night that Connor threw. Nope, Game 2.
Game 2.
Shutout. I'm getting all confused.
Yeah. No, I mean that was.
Don't mind me.
The run that we had was unreal. I mean, going from
Game 1 was the walk-off sac fly. Game 2, Connor threw the shutout. We also scored like 20 runs that night. It was actually like an 11-0 win. It was the game. Barrett Barnes had 2 home runs. And we didn't really need a shutout performance from a pitcher that night, but we just happened to get one.
But, you're coming off that Lancaster series when, look, in my times, 14, 15 years in baseball, I was with the Astros when we had the 18-inning game, and Clemens comes out of the bullpen, and that game against Lancaster was one of the best games I've ever been a part of.
Couldn't agree more, Kyle. And Henry Garcia grounds over to Rondon there at second base. He throws to Albert Cordero at first base for out number 2. And while we got a second, let's look at the defensive alignment for your Skeeters from left to right in the outfield. Dennis Phipps in left, Jared Mitchell out back in center field, and Anthony Jansanti, the ever-utility man, now playing right field. Over at third base is Juan Severio. Ryan Jackson gets his first start of the year. He's at short. Alvaro Rondon at second, and over at first, Coco Albert Cordero. Behind the plate, Cody Stanley. And on the mound, Connor Wade. You've heard plenty about him already. As Melky Mesa, he steps in, and Melky Mesa actually had a pretty fantastic year last year. We didn't see a lot of him here in Sugar Land, but he came on strong toward the end. And Mesa on cue grounds up the middle, and that one's by the glove of Rondon, and will skip on into center field for a base hit. And I didn't even get a chance to get into Mesa's stats. He actually made a case for the MVP of the league last year. He was the Revs 2018 team MVP, but he hit .337 with 20 jacks and 89 ribbies last year. So the Revs MVP, and like I said, he made a case. Jordani Valdespino of the Ducks was the league MVP. And now the first baseman, Telvin Nash, steps in. He's third in York history with 55 home runs, number 2 all time with 36 home runs at People's Bank Ballpark there over in York. And I'm just going to get a quick plug in. Darryl Henry, the York play-by-play man, one of the best in the league. He's a great dude, and happy to see him today. He's made his way. He's broadcasting the game right now. Just one of the better guys in the league, in my opinion.
Absolutely. That's just testament to the Atlantic League. There's a lot of good people that, work in the league, and from front office to player personnel and everything. It's just a first-class run league.
Yep. People's Bank Ballpark hosting the All-Star game this year in the Atlantic League, so surely a few Skeeters will be on their way. And Connor Wade, if he keeps it up, will be there. He was an All-Star last year in the league. 0-2 now to Nash, 2 down, runner on first, the 1-out walk, or the 2-out single rather to Melky Mesa. Wade missed outside for a ball. Skeeters in their black tops, the white pants, the York Revolution in gray tops and gray pants. Unlike the Ducks, they got the memo that you're not supposed to wear the same color as the home team.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure, like everybody else, is probably glad to see the Ducks gone.
He said it, not me, but I'm not going to disagree with him. And now 2-2, 2 down here, top of the first inning, no score.
Well, that's what you get with a rivalry.
Well, yeah, it's a rivalry.
It's a rivalry.
We respect the heck out of the Ducks. They're a great
team.
Do. They're a great run organization.
Great organization, and
but we don't have to like them. We want to win. We want to win.
I think our guys are tired of seeing us roll out the black unis at home, and then they're wearing the same ones.
Yep. And credit to the Ducks. They came in here. They took care of business.
They did.
They went on the road. They took 2 out of 3, and they were 3 very competitive games. Yesterday's game decided by 3 runs was the most any game had been decided by. We had a 3-run game on Saturday that went 11 innings and 3 runs on Sunday. So a great rivalry brewing, and now we go back in the division though today, and we have a pretty good lead in the division, 4-game lead over the Barnstormers for first place.
Yeah, that's one of the things where you lose these players. You got to really sit and grind. You got to find the guys who can fill those positions quickly. Like, with Anthony playing now right field tonight.
Yep.
Something he's probably not really used to, but it's got to be done, in order to go out and get the victory.
And that slider misses inside. So, folks, we do have a good news after all the players that we lost. A name you're familiar with, signed and activated prior to today's game, Willie Tavares. Not in the starting lineup, but back with the team. He is available today off the bench.
Really?
The former Astro, the former Colorado Rocky, the former Cincinnati Red. And on the move was Mesa. That one skied out to right center field. In right field, Anthony Giansanti is a beat on. He's under it, and Anthony has it for out number 3. Well, that will do it here in the top of the first. Melky Mesa had a 2-out single, but that was all for the Revolution. The Skeeters, they're coming to bat for their first time here on a Monday night. So we open a 7-game homestand against the York Revolution.
Plan your next group outing at beautiful Constellation Field. Looking to celebrate a birthday, host a large-scale event like a company party, or just looking to bring a large group to watch a baseball game? Constellation Field has you covered. We have several birthday packages as well as seating options that include our party suites and picnic plaza, as well as the field plaza to best accompany your group. Visit sugarlandskeeters.com or call us at 281-240-HITS for more info on all of our group packages.
Catch the Skeeters at Constellation Field from May 10th to 19th as we gear up for our biggest homestand of the year. Take the throne on Saturday with our Game of Thrones night, including a Pete and Gavilia Game of Thrones themed bobblehead. Spend Mother's Day at the ballpark on Sunday and enjoy our Sunday fun day with pregame autographs and kids run the bases. If that wasn't enough, bring your pup to the ballpark on May 16th for Park in the Park and Thirsty Thursday presented by Sierra Nevada. We'll be hosting Pink in the Park on May 17th, sponsored by Memorial Hermann, as we honor and raise awareness for breast cancer survivors. Stick around Saturday for a post-game concert from country music artist Corey Morrow, presented by Silver Eagle. There's something for the entire family this homestand at Constellation Field. Visit sugarlandskeeters.com for more information.
Watson, you're gonna want to turn around.
Memorial Hermann Sugarland Hospital has been named a recipient of the highly coveted 2016 Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award, the nation's highest presidential honor for performance excellence. Memorial Hermann Sugarland was recognized for its outstanding commitment to sustainable excellence through innovation, improvement, and visionary leadership. Memorial Hermann Sugarland is the first Houston area healthcare organization to earn the prestigious Baldrige Award and only the 3rd in Texas. The Sugarland Skeeters are proud to partner with Memorial Hermann Sugarland.
No.
And to the bottom of the first we go. Skeeters and the York Revolution. No score. As let's take a look how the Skeeters line it up. Batting leadoff, Ryan Jackson. You see him on your screen there. He's playing shortstop. Jared Mitchell batting second. Anthony Giansanti batting third. Cody Stanley, he's hitting cleanup. Juan Severio, he hits 5th, plays 3rd base. Albert Cordero at 1st, he hits 6th. Jason Martin's in the DH, he'll hit 7th. Dennis Phipps out in left field, he'll hit 8th. And rounding things out, Alvaro Rondon playing 2nd base and batting 9th. And on the mound, Mitch Atkins and Kyle Dawson is going to give you all you need to ever know on Mitch Atkins.
Yeah, Mitch Atkins, right-hander. He's 0-1 with 11.25 ERA. He's got 4 innings pitched, basically 1 start. 7 runs, 5 earned. No Ks, 1 walk. So not a good start for him so far, but it's early in the season.
Yeah, I mean, a scoreless inning could technically bring his ERA down by 2 notches here.
Well, partner, here's an interesting stat.
Yeah, let me
Atkins
hear it.
ranks 6th, tied for 6th in Revs history with 13 quality starts.
And Ryan Jackson quickly down on strikes there on 3 pitches, and that'll be good for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 1st. But yeah, no, Mitch Atkins is certainly not a stranger to this league. He's been with the Revs for a while, and last season he actually made 3 starts against the Skeeters. He was 0-1 with a 5.87 ERA in those 3 starts, so he was roughed up a bit by your defending champions last year, a North Carolina native. I actually got the chance to interview him last year as part of our pregame show we did, and knowing that the High Point Rockers are coming in, he's a North Carolina native. Where Mitch is out of Brown Summit, North Carolina. I could have sworn he was going to the Rockers. Jared Mitchell on the first pitch, shallow center field on the run. It's Justin Trapp, and on the sliding dive, he makes the catch, and Jared Mitchell robbed him a 1-out single there.
Nice snow cone catch.
Didn't even get a chance to mention Jared Mitchell going against his former mates. He was a member of the York Revolution last year, but obviously this year he's with your Skeeters. Well, here comes the cap, number 21, Anthony Jansanti is in the 3-hole tonight, and Anthony was activated off the disabled list on Friday, and he went 0 for 12 in the series against the Ducks, and looking for his first base hit since being activated as he takes a strike there, 0-1 now. The 0-1 from Anthony, fouled off to the right side, kind of a cue ball there, and Anthony had the ball. He stung it pretty hard, our 2018 team MVP. Hit a couple of rockets last series and just could not find a clean patch of grass to land a single in or an extra base hit, and I think he's due for some extra base hits here as 0-2 from Atkins is fouled off to the right side. So 0-2 now, 2 down here. Bottom of the 1st inning, still no score between the York Revolution and Sugar Land Skeeters. Brian Posner and Kyle Dawson bringing some baseball to you here on a Monday evening here in Sugar Land, Texas. Revolution making their first trip to the ballpark at Constellation Field this year, and that one swung on a miss by Jansanti for strike 3. So Mitch Atkins comes in and strikes out a pair of hitters, sets down the Skeeters in order. So we'll head to the top of the 2nd. Still no score here on a Monday night at Constellation Field.
Memorial Hermann Sugar Land Hospital has been named a recipient of the highly coveted 2016 Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award, the nation's highest presidential honor for performance excellence. Memorial Hermann Sugar Land was recognized for its outstanding commitment to sustainable excellence through innovation, improvement, and visionary leadership. Memorial Hermann Sugar Land is the first Houston area healthcare organization to earn the prestigious Baldrige Award and only the 3rd in Texas. The Sugar Land Skeeters are proud to partner with Memorial Hermann Sugar Land.
Nothing provides the flexibility to watch the Skeeters on your time like our exciting mini plans for the 2019 season. Some of our plans include a fireworks plan with tickets to all of our Friday firework games. Catch the buzz on the weekends and come away with some of our hottest giveaway items with our Saturday night plan. Enjoy the ultimate flexibility with our Pick 8 plan, giving you the chance to pick out 8 games that work best for you. Visit SugarlandSkeeters.com to find out more information on all of our mini plans. Sugarland Skeeters, more than baseball.
What's up, dudes? Pamela Printing, the preferred printer of the Sugar Land Skeeters, the name you hear most often in Fort Bend County. And people are talking about quality, dependability, on time, and helpfulness in producing a great business piece for their company.
Texas Farm Bureau members get free tickets to Skeeters home games every Sunday all season long. Just show proof of your membership at the ticket office to get 2 free tickets to any Sunday home game while supplies last. Visit texasfarmbureau.org/sports to learn more about this offer and other benefits associated with your membership. This offer is exclusive to Texas Farm Bureau members and is only available while supplies last. So become a member today. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, proud sponsor of the Sugar Land Skeeters. The Skeeter Buddies Kids Club create countless memories that will last a lifetime for kids ages 4 through 12. With 2 packages that are sure to meet your budget, the Skeeter Buddies Kids Club, sponsored by Meadow and Sugar Mill Montessori Schools, offer exclusive moments, such as batting and pitching lessons with players and front-of-the-line privileges or Kids Run the Bases on Sunday Funday. For more information, visit SugarlandSkeeters.com. Sugarland Skeeters, more than base.
And we head to the top of the second here at Constellation Field. Ryan Posner on the ones and twos here, and first pitch from Connor Wade misses out. Oh, strike one to Isaiah Tejada. My intern, George Kopf, got his last name right. George, you'll hear him on the mic plenty this year, informed me that Connor Wade, 20 pitch first inning, so a little bit, the hit pitch count a little bit high, but not too shabby. It said he only faced 4 batters in that first inning, but just said 2 7-pitch batters, kind of raised that pitch count a little bit. 1-1 now to Tejada. The DH for the Revs, as that one's inside for a ball. Tejada, number 16 for the Revs. He plays catcher as well, but DHing tonight. York off to a 4-11 start this year. I got a chance to talk to Daryl Henry, their broadcaster, and it's really not been the offense, as that one's for struggling the inside part of the plate. They've had a couple hiccups in the relief pitching part of the team, but for most part, the offense has actually been pretty solid. And Isaiah Tejada comes in hitting 276. Does not have a home run, but has 2 ribbies. DH tonight. Skeeters defense playing pretty straight up. As Dennis Phipps at left has got a tough task, Kyle, as he's got to battle the sun here.
Yeah, it's it's that time of the night here at the ballpark, Constellation Field, where getting there, it's just going to be a minute. And
Tejada rips that through the left side, through the 5.5 hole for a base hit. And I always say the 5.5 hole is Tony Gwynn. I can see him right here.
Oh, yeah.
The former Padre.
My favorite.
He used to just wear that side of the field out. Obviously a left-handed hitter, though. He would have go opposite field.
Actually, I got my kid to pick, some like our all-stars and stuff. They like ask you what are your top 3 numbers, and he's
Number 19.
been wearing 7, but he goes, I want 19 second choice. So I think it's what's going to be.
My man, Will Dawson. Man after my own heart right there. Now Wellington Dotel, the former Skeeter, he was a Skeeter for a bit last year, swears to bunt and takes for a strike.
Yeah, you forget Wellington was a Skeeter for a little while. We got him a trade. Gosh, I can't recall who we traded for.
He actually just outright released.
It was outright. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
And he comes in a career .315 hitter in the Atlantic League, so he's had a lot of success in this league. Was an all-star for the Revs last year as Wade's second pitch misses inside for a ball. 1-1. No score between the Skeeters and the York Revolution in the top of the second here, and Isaiah Tejada reached with a leadoff single, so that's the second hit of the night as Melky Mesa had a 2-out single on the top of the first, and Dotel fouls that one back. Wellington, no batting gloves, a la Vladimir Guerrero, Jason Kendall. Who are some other guys that didn't wear batting gloves, Kyle? When you were growing up, who were some guys you associate with that? For me, it's Vladdy.
Yeah, Vladdy definitely. Really not a lot of guys. Because that was all the thing is batting gloves.
Yeah. Will Myers and the Padres, no batting gloves, and that one's chopped, foul off.
That's a trend that's really come back. Even when I'm at Little League now, the first couple of years, with Coach and Will, they all had to have their batting gloves. And of course, as parents, you had to put them on and everything.
Oh,
now
it's an accessory. It's a fashion statement.
Well, now they're starting to go away from it, and I'm like, I'll look at an at bat, and I'm like, hey, you didn't have your batting gloves. It goes, no, it's good.
Wow.
But I think it's something that's coming back.
1-2, line up the middle, diving attempt from Rondon, not good as it skips into center field. So a single from Dotel, back-to-back singles here to open the second inning. Puts the Revs in business against Connor Wade.
Well, too, the other thing too is all these, you got new stuff. You got lizard skin. Everybody's about the lizard skin, so kind of you really don't need them. You kind of got the batting gloves already wrapped to the bat, and it's one of those things.
Totally true. And Nate Coronado steps in, the third baseman last year. Spent some time with the Barnstormers and the Somerset Patriots. He opened the season on a 5-game hitting streak, was 9 for 20. Kyle, we were in the booth. I know you remember this when I was like, oh yeah, CJ McElroy is second to hit, and he's hitting like 400. Only person better than him is Nate Coronado, who's hitting like 580.
Yeah.
The first 5 games of the year. Nate Coronado's cooled off just a bit, 296
Just a little bit.
That's what it takes in the early parts of the season. He lines that one, though, into right center. That's trouble. Into the gap for a base hit. And just cuts it off and does a nice job. Throws it in, but that's going to be a double for Coronado. In comes the scores Tejada and Dotel behind him. He slides in and scores. So just like that, the Revs take a 2-0 lead on a 2-run double from Nate Coronado.
Yeah, you can see probably a little bit of the experience there from G playing right field. He probably hadn't been over there in a long time and cut that ball off well, but
he did.
Ended up making the wrong throw that he needed to. He probably needed to hit the cutoff man and maybe could have cut him down at the plate. I don't know, but
he did. He missed the cutoff man, which would have been Alvaro Rondon, the second baseman, and slightly allowed Wellington Dotel to score behind Isaiah Tejada. So the 2-run double from Coronado puts the Revs up 2-0 here in the top of the second. First pitch to Ryan Dent, the shortstop, swung on a miss for a strike.
Good pitch there. You know, as long as Connor keeps the ball low in the zone, you know, he'll be okay. I mean, he'll chew the innings up for you.
Connor, I have it written in my game notes, and I have him down as a control freak, and that's a good sense of the word, because Connor last year only walked 19 guys, and that one's through the left side for a base hit as well. So a lot of ground ball singles. Dennis Phipps has a little bit of trouble crowning it, but does get it back in time as Coronado moves to third base. So Ryan Dent with a single. Still nobody down here in the bottom or the top of the second. The Revs are up 2-0. Got 5 hits so far on Connor Wade. And through 3 starts this year, Connor's season high hits allowed is 7, so he's approaching that season high here rather early. He hasn't gone, Kyle, you mentioned he'll give you some length. I mean, he hasn't gone less than 5 innings in a start. I mean, and that was an opening day. The other 2 starts, he went 6 innings this year.
Yeah, you know, and that's what you hope for. I mean, especially with the games we played against the Ducks. You know, we had some battles there, but you know, you need a good quality start from one of your starters.
Well, Justin Trapp, the center fielder, batting 9th, is up to the plate here. The runners in the corners, nobody down actually in the top of the second. The Revs are up 2-0. I couldn't get to my note. Connor Wade last year had 19 walks, which are the fewest of pitchers in the league with 100 innings pitched, and that one's fly to center field. Jerry Mitchell on the run in the gap. Jerry Mitchell is under it for out number 1. He throws it in, but in to score is Nate Coronado, whose 2-run double already had the Revs up 2-0, and that'll put the Revs up 3-0.
Yeah, Connor was a 7th round pick out of Arizona in the 13 draft, you know, so he knows how to pitch in big games. And when you're at Arizona, and I think that's probably at that time when Arizona made that run for the national championship.
You're spot on, Kyle. He was selected at the College World Series All-Tournament team in 2012, and
there we go.
Louisville Slugger preseason All-American 2013. Yeah, no, he was Rich Lopez, the former U of A coach. He was one of the better coaches in college baseball at that time, and all time, really, when you come to it. And I actually spoke with Connor about that in between starts, and yeah, Rich Lopez, one of the best to do it, and Connor Wade got to learn under him. And,
absolutely.
James Skelton 1-0, 1 down. The runner on first, that's Ryan Dent, who's singled 3 runs already in for the Revs here. They've got a 2-run single from Nate Coronado, actually a 2-run double from Nate Coronado, and a sac fly just now from Justin Trapp.
Yeah, I'm a college baseball junkie, and you know, it's amazing to see that, you know, Arizona State, and you know, programs that those two have and how quality they are. And of course, one of my favorites is retiring this year, Mike Martin over at Florida State. I mean, what a class act. Couldn't be a better person to be the overall wins leader in college, in any sport.
That's crazy.
You know?
He has more wins than Lou, I'm going to mispronounce his last name, from USC, Dedeaux.
Oh, Rodedo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He took over Augie Garrido.
From Texas.
You know, and that was a shame, too, because, you know, Augie Garrido had 1,975, I believe. No, it was 1,983, I believe, total wins. Anyway, he was very close to getting that 2,000 mark. And, you know, one of those guys, you know, you want to see get there would be like an Augie Garrido.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Mike Martin. Now, this season might be the last one he doesn't get 40 wins. He's had 40 wins in 39 straight seasons.
Wild.
Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy. James Skeleton down swinging there for out number 2. That'll bring up Henry Castillo. As we're reminiscing on some college baseball here. One of my, at my alma mater, actually, how lucky was I, Kyle? I was at San Diego State when Tony Gwynn was coaching the baseball team. I got to interview him a few times.
What a guy.
Not too shabby. I went to school at San Diego State when Tony Gwynn was the baseball coach and Steve Fisher was the basketball coach.
Oh wow, that's
so
right.
You're going on like 2 of the best to do it in their respective sports.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I was very lucky.
You know, and Tony Gwynn really cemented in San Diego State's, program. You know, it's all about what he brought when he decided to,
go there. Henry Castillo to left field. That's trouble, and down into the corner as Dennis Phipps has trouble fielding it. Around coming to score. That's Ryan Dent. He will score standing up, and Henry Castillo, an opposite field double, puts the Revs up 4-0 now here in the top of the 2nd inning.
Yeah, this has not been the inning that Connor Wade wanted. I mean, it's been kind of a grinding inning for him. He's made some good pitches, but they've also hit some bad pitches.
So Wade allowed 5 runs on opening day, and that's the only amount that's more than tonight, which he's allowed 4 now. And just an inning and 2/3 of work. Connor Wade, though, spectacular last year. Really had been fantastic up to this point. As I mentioned, he came into the league 9th in the league in ERA with 3.19. Running some trouble here in the top of the 2nd, though, as Melky Mesa chops that left side foul. So strike 1 now, and Connor Wade's a strike thrower, folks. There's no way around it.
And when you throw strikes, you're going to get hit sometimes. You know?
That's true.
And that's just the way it is early in the season.
He had a 4.16 strikeout to walk ratio last year. That is pretty absurd. It was his career high. He only had 19 walks last year after 136 2/3 innings pitched. So he barely walked anybody. His 19 walks were the fewest of any pitcher in the league with at least 100 innings pitched. And he does not walk anybody. He'll fire right at you when he's ready to go. He's in the stretch right now. The Revolution are up 4-0 here in the top of the 2nd inning. And Mesa chops that foul, so now 1-2 to Melky.
And when you're a guy who's in the strike zone like that, I mean, you're going to expect to get hit hard, but that's where you're going to, expect your defense to be behind you and make the plays for you. And right now the Revolution have hit the ball pretty well, and it's nothing against Connor and nothing against our defense.
A lot of infield singles, to your point, Kyle.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not a lot of CNI singles, you could say. Not much you can do if you're the Skeeters. You just gotta. They're down 4-0 here. They have 6 hits so far, and just
ball in the gap, ball in the corner. I mean, those are things you just can't help. I mean, and that's just the game of baseball.
Certainly. So 1-2 now, 2 down. Top of the 2nd, Melky Mesa up to bat. Connor Wade swings and misses. Melky Mesa goes down on strike. So that'll do it here in the top of the 2nd. The Revs get 4 runs, though. They kind of break this one open just a hair. 4 runs here. They lead 4-0. We'll head to the bottom of the 2nd inning as the Skeeters look to counter that attack.
What's up, dudes? Pamela Printing, the preferred printer of the Sugarland Skeeters, the name you hear most often in Fort Bend County. People are talking about quality, dependability, on time, and helpfulness in producing a great business piece for their company.
Texas Farm Bureau members get free tickets to Skeeters home games every Sunday all season long. Just show proof of your membership at the ticket office to get 2 free tickets to any Sunday home game while supplies last. Visit texasfarmbureau.org/sports to learn more about this offer and other benefits associated with your membership. This offer is exclusive to Texas Farm Bureau members and is only available while supplies last. So become a member today. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, proud sponsor of the Sugarland Skeeters. The Skeeter Buddies Kids Club create countless memories that will last a lifetime for kids ages 4 through 12. With 2 packages that are sure to meet your budget, the Skeeter Buddies Kids Club, sponsored by Meadow and Sugar Mill Montessori Schools, offer exclusive moments, such as batting and pitching lessons with players and front-of-the-line privileges or Kids Run the Bases on Sunday Fun Day. For more information, visit SugarlandSkeeters.com. Sugarland Skeeters, more than baseball.
The 2018 Atlantic League champions Sugarland Skeeters are back to defend their title. Come visit Constellation Field, winner of the 2018 Atlantic League Ballpark of the Year, and watch Pete and Gavilia build off an incredibly successful debut season. Returning to this year's roster are 2018 Skeeters MVP Anthony Jansanti and fan favorite Albert Cordero. Joining them are longtime major leaguers and Houston natives James Loney and Mark Lowe. With over 30 former major leaguers in last year's roster, you're guaranteed an elite level quality of baseball for an affordable price where there's something for the entire family. Individual tickets start as low as $9, and we have 4 exciting mini plans that will meet your needs. Visit SugarlandSkeeters.com or call us at 281-240-HITS to secure your spot to see all the action. Sugarland Skeeters, it's more than baseball.
And we head to the bottom of the second. Revs up 4-0 over your Sugarland Skeeters. Ryan Posner and Kyle Dawson here on the 1s and 2s, bringing some baseball tonight. Mitch Atkins on the mound leading off. That's Cody Stanley. He's your cleanup hitter on this Monday night game here as the Revs open up a 7-game homestand against your defending champion Skeeters. First pitch in for a strike from Atkins to Stanley. Kyle, you talked about it. Mitch Atkins not having a great start to the year.
No, but you know it's ironic. You got a catcher leading off and a catcher at cleanup hitter.
Oh, wow. There you go.
Kind of ironic. You don't see that too. I mean, obviously you see catchers in cleanup hitter position, but
Cody Stanley certainly has earned the role of being the cleanup hitter. He's hitting .333, a pair of home runs, and 7 ribbies on the year. Is 2-1 now. The count to Stanley. Mitch Atkins, as I mentioned, on the bump for the Revs. Cody was 0 for 5 in the last series, but on the road trip, he was on fire, as I mentioned. He hit .333 still with a pair of home runs, 7 RBIs. Is a .538 slugging percentage.
Yes, he was. And of course, he's drafted by the Cardinals and got some MLB service time up there with them, and he seems to be a good quality catcher.
He came up in place of possibly the best catcher, at least of my generation, Yadier
Yeah.
Molina. I mean, can't really ask other than maybe Buster Posey. Talking about Florida State baseball earlier. Other than Buster Posey, can't imagine a better catcher to learn from than Yadier Molina.
Yeah, defensive-wise, Yadi's pretty darn salty.
Well, the 2-2 is lined to center field, but that's going to hang up there for Justin Trapp, who catches it pretty much dead central. Out number 1 there, the F8 from Cody Stanley.
Well, surprising, too. You see, like, a Buster Posey still, catching a lot. You'd figure with his offensive bat that eventually he'd move. And, amazing what he did in college.
That's a great point. I think they do try to move him around. I know Brandon Belt, because I am a San Diego Padres fan. They move Brandon Belt around a lot into the outfield to try to get Buster Posey time at first base. But to your point, I think he plays catcher a lot still. For what you would expect in this league is Juan Silverio steps in, takes a strike, 0-1 now to Juan, and yeah, I mean, Joe Mauer, toward the end of his career, barely played catcher at all. I mean, he was relegated mostly to first base duties.
I would have liked to seen Joe. He was a Florida State commit.
Going to go hits that well to the right side. Will he get down? On the run goes Dotel. It's down for a base hit. That's going to be the extra base. Silverio on the run. He wants 3. Will he get it? The cutoff throw will not be in time. Juan Silverio, a stand-up, 1-out triple for the Skeeters third baseman.
Wow, the big guy getting a triple.
The big fella's got a motor on the back there.
Tell you what, I didn't think he could run like that.
Well, when that ball flies into the right field gap like that, I even might get a triple out of it.
He put the wheels on. He said, I'm kicking it into 5th, and
Juan
here
Silverio,
go.
we saw James Loney get a triple down that alley earlier this year. Let's take a peek. Who has a triple for the Skeeters this year? And stats are not loading up.
I mean, Silverio, he's not one of the younger guys on the team, and he said, I'll show you what I can do.
Alvaro Rondon has a pair of triples. James Loney had one. C.J. McElroy had one. And now Juan Silverio, that's actually his 2nd triple of the year, tied for the team lead. So 1-out triple from the Skeeters. They're basing off Albert Cordero now up 1-0 as Mitch Atkins missed outside. That ball kind of just found a nice patch of grass. It looked like he kind of got jammed a little bit, maybe a little bit fooled, but he found a clean area there to land his triple.
I'll tell you what, I guarantee Pete's going to be talking about that one for a while.
Oh, man, he might have had this at the Parker. He was moving. 1-0 now to Coco is in for a strike now, 1-1.
Yeah, 27-year-old, hey, still got it.
Juan Silverio, he started every game this season at third base for the Skeeters. Mr. Reliable, if you will. Over there, the hot corner. Coco now coming in hitting a .188. Does have 2 home runs and 8 RBIs, and he's got a good beat on a 9th RBI. As Silverio's up York up 4-0 over the Skeeters. That ball's in the middle. Mitch Atkins somehow feels that one. Unbelievable. That ball just found his glove as Coco had a ground ball that looked like it was ticketed for center field, but Mitch Atkins somehow was able to snare it and throws over to
I'll tell you what,
number one.
One of the things I've seen early in the season so far is the pitchers are very well ready to go, fielding wise. They've all made some pretty good plays.
Yeah, no, they have. That was a good play, and you wonder how much of it is luck. And credit Atkins for being in a good fielding position. That one just found his glove, it seemed like, Kyle. Well, Jason Martinson, the DH coming up, swinging at that first pitch fastball, kind of left it right around the belt line there as he swings and misses through it.
And he just put it by him right there.
Mitch Atkins, that one coming at 90 miles per hour on our radar gun here in Constellation Field. The wind blowing in a little bit from right on a pretty much picturesque night here at Constellation Field, a Monday night as we open up a 7-game homestand. Revs up to an early 4-0 lead here in the bottom of the second, and Barnes fouls that off right side 0-2 now.
Yeah, you can't beat tonight's weather. It's gorgeous out.
Well, your weather forecast, you can't beat that weather forecast. Nobody out here can give a weather report like Kyle Dawson. I'll say that.
Wow.
Put it on my tombstone if you need to. That's how I feel about that.
The flags are just barely moving. Nice, just a decent breeze.
0-2 from Atkins in the dirt now for a ball. Jason Martinson ingratiated himself to the fine folk in Sugar Land with a home run back on Saturday night, which was actually his first at bat. Kyle, I don't know if you saw the home run. I think it might still be traveling.
I did. He crushed it, and good to have him, and keep hitting the ball out of the park, big boy.
Yep, the former Texas State Bobcat, a former college teammate, a former Skeeter Kyle Kapitza, and Paul Goldschmidt as that one misses outside for the ball. So he's in good company here, and Jason Martinson, like I mentioned, the one thing I know about him is he's got pretty stupid power. It's stupid in a good way. He has 109 home runs in 919 games at the affiliated level. He was a 4th-round pick, or 5th-round pick of the Nationals back in 2010 out of Texas State, so a local guy out of San Marcos. He's born and raised in Texas, born in Bedford, Texas. 2-2 out of Martinson. There's a fastball that dots the inside corner, and that is called strike 3, so that's going to do it here. A 1-out triple from Juan Severio, but he is stranded right there. The Revolution, they remain up 4-0 as we head to the 3rd inning.
Catch the Skeeters at Constellation Field from May 10th to 19th as we gear up for our biggest homestand of the year. Take the throne on Saturday with our Game of Thrones night, including a Pete and Gavilia Game of Thrones themed bobblehead. Spend Mother's Day at the ballpark on Sunday and enjoy our Sunday Fun Day with pregame autographs and kids run the bases. If that wasn't enough, bring your pup to the ballpark on May 16th for Park in the Park and Thirsty Thursday presented by Sierra Nevada. We'll be hosting Pink in the Park on May 17th, sponsored by Memorial Hermann, as we honor and raise awareness for breast cancer survivors. Stick around Saturday for a post-game concert from country music artist Corey Morrow, presented by Silver Eagle. There's something for the entire family this homestand at Constellation Field. Visit SugarlandSkeeters.com for more information. Memorial Hermann Sugarland Hospital has been named a recipient of the highly coveted 2016 Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award, the nation's highest presidential honor for performance excellence. Memorial Hermann Sugarland was recognized for its outstanding commitment to sustainable excellence through innovation, improvement, and visionary leadership. Memorial Hermann Sugarland is the first Houston area healthcare organization to earn the prestigious Baldrige Award and only the 3rd in Texas. Sugarland Skeeters are proud to partner with Memorial Hermann Sugarland.
Nothing provides the flexibility to watch the Skeeters on your time like our exciting mini plans for the 2019 season. Some of our plans include a fireworks plan with tickets to all of our Friday firework games. Catch the buzz on the weekends and come away with some of our hottest giveaway items with our Saturday night plan. Enjoy the ultimate flexibility with our Pick 8 plan, giving you the chance to pick out 8 games that work best for you. Visit SugarlandSkeeters.com to find out more information on all of our mini plans. Sugarland Skeeters, more than baseball.
What's up, dudes? Pamela Printing, the preferred printer of the Sugarland Skeeters, the name you hear most often in Fort Bend County. And people are talking about quality, dependability, on time, and helpfulness in producing a great business piece for their company.
Texas Farm Bureau members get free tickets to Skeeters home games every Sunday all season long. Just show proof of your membership at the ticket office to get 2 free tickets to any Sunday home game while supplies last. Visit texasfarmbureau.org/sports to learn more about this offer and other benefits associated with your membership. This offer is exclusive to Texas Farm Bureau members.
And we move to the top of the 3rd. Still a 4-0 lead for the Revolution. Telvin Nash up. He's worked a 1-1 count. Connor Wade's still on the bump for the Skeeters. As Kyle Dawson has departed the broadcast booth, but my intern George Koff, we'll see if he reaches for the microphone. He's still waiting. He'll make his debut tomorrow. George is going to be with me throughout the year, so y'all listening, hear plenty from him.
Just getting a better scenery.
1-2 now to Telvin Nash. 4-0 lead for the Revolution here at the top of the third inning. Connor Wade. 2018 landed the All-Star on the mound in the 1-2. Check swing, did he go? He did not. So 2-2 now. The Skeeters, well, folks, we've been gutted once again. It's a story as old as time. We've lost another 2 players. We've lost Courtney Hawkins and C.J. McElroy, both headed to the Giants. That's the second and third players, in fact, the Giants have taken from us this year, as that one's up for a ball. Will Maddox was the first player, actually, that they took from us this year, and that happened back during the first homestand in late April, early May. 3-2 now to Telvin, the first baseman for the Revs. Returns to the Revolution, or spent time with them last year, and takes upstairs for a ball, so working the walk, that's Telvin Nash, the first baseman, with a leadoff walk here. That's the first walk surrendered by Connor Wade tonight. So that'll bring up Isaiah Stahada, who had a single and came around to score last inning in the second, as bodies are kind of beginning to just get limber there out in the Skeeters bullpen. No one warming up just yet, but Connor Wade, as George let me know, his pitch count was rising up just a bit last inning, and we got a number for you. George informs me 43 pitches for 53 for Connor so far, so his pitch count is raising just a bit as we have nobody down here, top of the third inning. The Revs come in 4-11, your Skeeters 10-7, the leaders of the Freedom Division. 0-1 chop foul off the left side, so 0-2 now to Tejada, who's the DH tonight. And Connor Wade, he's got a rubber arm. He can go pretty long into games. He's got a lot of pitches in that wide arm of his, so not too concerned about the pitch count just yet, but obviously something to keep in mind as we go on. Isaiah Stahada had an 8-game hitting streak snapped Saturday. He was hitting .438 over those 8 games, so he's swinging a hot bat, but it takes the side now, 1-2. Sure looked like the Skeeters were on their way to a run there in the bottom of the second. Juan Severio's one-out triple looked like it might have got the Skeeters on the board, but they were unable to capitalize. They're still scoreless, 4-0 Revs lead as Tejada grounds that left side. That's going to get by a diving attempt from Ryan Jackson and into left field, so Isaiah Stahada is aboard with the second hit of the night. So 2 straight base runners here for the Revs. We talked about it. I mean, I spoke with their broadcast for the game, Daryl Henry. He's seen them more than anybody. He said the offense has been spectacular so far. It's just a couple big innings surrendered by their bullpen has really been the damage. I mean, the 4-11 record, obviously not pretty, but their offense certainly fitting the bill as I was described to me. And Wellington Dotel now, he'll step in, the right fielder, and first pitch is outside for a ball. Wellington, as I mentioned, last year an all-star for the Revolution. This is 400. He played in his 400th Atlantic League game on Saturday night last week, so he's got plenty of time. He's played for the Bridgeport Bluefish. He's played for the Skeeters. Now he's with the Revolution. And swung on a miss, 1-1 now from Connor Wade. So these two were teammates last year for just a bit. Wellington was released after the first homestand last year, then went on to hit .317 with 7 home runs and 60 RBIs. Also stole 19 bases in 2018 for York. He only played 8 games for the Skeeters. He was the Atlantic League Player of the Year in 2015 with Bridgeport, and chops that one left side. Severio fields it, throws over Rondon for 1. Rondon back to first to Cordero, and he got him. A 5-4-3 twin killing there, and Connor Wade with a big pitch right there. Might have just got himself out of the inning as he churns a double play. Chopper off the bat of Wellington Dotel. So a big pitch there from Wade gets the 5-4-3 double play, but Nate Coronado steps in, and he had a pretty big hit in his first at bat of the game. That was a 2-run double last inning, which accounted for 2 of the 4 runs here for the Revs. So a big at bat forthcoming. The first pitch, Cody Stanley, like a vacuum, scoops that up. That's a ball though, 1-0. Coronado, he is now just 9 RBI shy of 100 career ribbies, as he had a 2-run double back in the second inning. Big milestone there for the big third baseman. He played with the Patriots and the Barnstormers last year. Hit a combined 10 homers in 77 games between those two, and he's up on the count 2-0 now. As I mentioned, the bullpen not active yet, but some bodies are getting loose. And that pitch looked to be inside, and it is called a ball. And Connor Wade kind of wondering where that one was, as Coronado kind of crowded the plate just a little bit and may have kind of masked a strike there in the inside corner with how close he was crowded the plate. The 3-0 now to the third baseman for the Revs. The 3-0 pitch inside, and that one is also called a ball, as Wade pretty much hit the exact same spot as 3-0 pitch. So Coronado now, that's the second walk of the inning. He's aboard with 2 away, so runners in the corners now. As Ryan Dent, the shortstop. Ryan Dent, a victim of some great visitors walk-in music. I believe that's the Teletubbies. Oh, I'm a Little Teapot, as my good buddy George informs me. Yeah, that's a new thing we're doing this year, is Dent takes a strike 0-1 now. The visitors walk-up music is kind of a cool little thing we've got going now, and it's pretty distracting. It's already rubbed a few players the wrong way, which all that means is it's doing its job. And 1-1 out of Dent, the shortstop tonight. He is the Revs. He leads the Revs with 24 home runs out of the shortstop position. That's an all-time record for York. And he pops that one straight up, though. Looks playable. Behind the plate goes Stanley. He reaches up, and like Willie Mays, catches it over his shoulder. Cody Stanley, how about that? Ryan Dent looks bewildered as Stanley made that look easy. It certainly was not an easy play. Well, that'll retire the Revs here in the top of the third. They do lead, though, 4-0 over the Skeeters. Coming back to you soon from the bottom of the third inning.
Plan your next group outing at beautiful Constellation Field. Looking to celebrate a birthday, host a large-scale event like a company party, or just looking to bring a large group to watch a baseball game? Constellation Field has you covered. We have several birthday packages as well as seating options that include our party suites and picnic plaza, as well as the field plaza to best accompany your group. Visit sugarlandskeeters.com or call us at 281-240-HITS for more info on all of our group packages.
Catch the Skeeters at Constellation Field from May 10th to 19th as we gear up for our biggest homestand of the year. Take the throne on Saturday with our Game of Thrones night, including a Pete Incaviglia Game of Thrones themed bobblehead. Spend Mother's Day at the ballpark on Sunday and enjoy our Sunday fun day with pregame autographs and kids run the bases. If that wasn't enough, bring your pup to the ballpark on May 16th for Park in the Park and Thirsty Thursday presented by Sierra Nevada. We'll be hosting Pink in the Park on May 17th, sponsored by Memorial Hermann, as we honor and raise awareness for breast cancer survivors. Stick around Saturday for a post-game concert from country music artist Corey Morrow, presented by Silver Eagle. There's something for the entire family this homestand at Constellation Field. Visit sugarlandskeeters.com for more information. Memorial Hermann Sugarland Hospital has been named a recipient of the highly coveted 2016 Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award, the nation's highest presidential honor for performance excellence. Memorial Hermann Sugarland was recognized for its outstanding commitment to sustainable excellence through innovation, improvement, and visionary leadership. Memorial Hermann Sugarland is the first Houston area healthcare organization to earn the prestigious Baldrige Award and only the third in Texas. The Sugarland Skeeters are proud to partner with Memorial Hermann Sugarland.
Nothing provides the flexibility to watch the Skeeters on your time like our exciting mini plans for the 2019 season. Some of our plans include a fireworks plan with tickets to all of our Friday firework games. Catch the buzz on the weekends and come away with some of our hottest giveaway items with our Saturday night plan. Enjoy the ultimate flexibility with our Pick 8 plan, giving you the chance to pick out 8 games that work best for you. Visit Sugarland Skeeters.
We move to the bottom of the third inning. York up 4-0 over the Skeeters. Dennis Phipps going to lead us off here against Mitch Atkins. First pitch from Atkins is a ball low and away. The Revs put up a 4-spot back in the top of the second. That's been all the scoring so far. The Skeeters had a 1-out triple in the third inning, just unable to bring home Juan Silverio. And Phipps is at well to right field, back goes Dotella. He's on the warning track, but he's going to reach up and have that as he braces himself against the right field wall. And Dennis Phipps, he's a big fella, but unable to find the home run swing there. So that's out number 1, a fly out to the right fielder. And that'll bring up Alvaro Rondon, who has moved to second base. I believe this is first start at second base this season. Ryan Jackson, he's the shortstop for tonight's game. Rondon, a speedster. I was taking for a strike. He's got 38 stolen bases last year, which led the Skeeters, and he's already found himself in the league lead for stolen bases this season. He's got 5 of them, tied for second in the league. Swings and misses to that one. So quickly 0-2 to Rondon, the second baseman. Mitch Atkins, who came into this one with kind of a bloated ERA, has looked sharp through the first few innings of work. Came in 0-1 with 11.25 earned run average, but thus far he's looked pretty sharp. He's allowed just 1 hit through 2 1/3. That 1 hit was the single. He struck out, or the triple rather, to Juan Severio last inning. He struck out 3 batters. And now as Rondon 0-2, and Rondon grounds out to the right side. Henry Castillo has to be quick, and he is over there to Telvin Nash, and that is good for out number 2. So 2 away now here in the 3rd inning. So Ryan Jackson, he's making his first start in a Skeeters uniform this season. It's his 3rd straight season with the Skeeters, though, and he struck out on 3 pitches in his first at-bat. Jackson, a former big leaguer, spent some time with the Cardinals back in 2012 and 13, had some time with the Angels in 2015, and chops that one foul back. This is Jackson's 11th year as a pro. A 31-year-old, he's a veteran, and kind of a beacon of hope here, as we've lost a lot of players, and you get a guy like Jackson who's got a lot of veteran experience, and it's just nice to be able to have him back in the clubhouse when you lose guys like Courtney Hawkins and C.J. McElroy, who are position players. And we mentioned Willie Taveras, the former Astro, the center fielder for them. He had a pretty good run with the Stros, and he's back with the Skeeters. He's playing outfield. He's active tonight, not in the starting lineup, but he was here. He was around the clubhouse early today. Willie Taveras potentially could get in this game at some point. We'll see. The Revs are up 4-0. It's the bottom of the 3rd, and Jackson, the 1-1 pitch from Atkins inside for a ball. Ryan Jackson likes to go with the high socks, which is, I gotta say, that's a good look. I'm a big fan of the high sock look. Even better when you can get some stirrups involved. That was his first at bat back in the 1st inning, and now his 2nd at bat, he's down 2-2 as he takes for a strike. So 2-2 to Jackson, 2 down here, bottom of the 3rd. The Revs up 4-0. The 2-2 offering. Jackson lines it foul for a ball. So Jackson, like Cody Stanley, he's a former Cardinal. He spent some time with, we mentioned how it was nice to have Yadier Molina around. Probably a little more important for a catcher like Stanley to have a guy like Yadier around. But 2012 and 2015, or 2012 and 2013 was his time with the Cardinals, as he takes low for a ball. In his time last year at the Skeeters, not a great time at the plate at $150, but in 2017 in 4 games at the Skeeters, a brief stint, but a good stint. He hit .385 with a home run and 3 ribbies in just 4 games. 3-2 now to Jackson. Swung on a miss for a strikeout. So Mitch Atkins sets the Skeeters down in order in the bottom of the 3rd inning, and the Revs, they hang on to a 4-0 lead as we head to the 4th inning on a Monday night here at Constellation Field. We open a 7-game homestand between the Skeeters and the York Revolution.
Plan your next group outing at beautiful Constellation Field. Looking to celebrate a birthday, host a large-scale event like a company party, or just looking to bring a large group to watch a baseball game? Constellation Field has you covered. We have several birthday packages as well as seating options that include our party suites and picnic plaza, as well as the field plaza to best accompany your group. Visit sugarlandskeeters.com or call us at 281-240-HITS for more info on all of our group packages.
Catch the Skeeters at Constellation Field from May 10th to 19th as we gear up for our biggest homestand of the year. Take the throne on Saturday with our Game of Thrones night, including a Pete Incaviglia Game of Thrones themed bobblehead. Spend Mother's Day at the ballpark on Sunday and enjoy our Sunday Fun Day with pregame autographs and kids run the bases. If that wasn't enough, bring your pup to the ballpark on May 16th for Park in the Park and Thirsty Thursday presented by Sierra Nevada. We'll be hosting Pink in the Park on May 17th, sponsored by Memorial Hermann, as we honor and raise awareness for breast cancer survivors. Stick around Saturday for a post-game concert from country music artist Corey Morrow, presented by Silver Eagle. There's something for the entire family this homestand at Constellation Field. Visit SugarlandSkeeters.com for more information. Memorial Hermann Sugarland Hospital has been named a recipient of the highly coveted 2016 Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award, the nation's highest presidential honor for performance excellence. Memorial Hermann Sugarland was recognized for its outstanding commitment to sustainable excellence through innovation, improvement, and visionary leadership. Memorial Hermann Sugarland is the first Houston area healthcare organization to earn the prestigious Baldrige Award and only the third in Texas. The Sugarland Skeeters are proud to partner with Memorial Hermann Sugarland.
Nothing provides the flexibility to watch the Skeeters on your time like our exciting mini plans for the 2019 season. Some of our plans include a fireworks plan with tickets to all of our Friday firework games. Catch the buzz on the weekends and come away with some of our hottest giveaway items with our
And welcome back. Just a trap leading things off. Lines out of the left field. That's trouble, and it gets down for a base hit. Dennis Phipps cuts it off, though, nicely, and throws it into Rondon. A nice throw there from Dennis Phipps in left field. Holds Rondon, or Trap to just the single. trying to figure out what that visitor walk-up song is. It was the Jurassic Park theme song and a weird harmonica verse to it. That's the one thing in the crowd, Mike. I have to make sure I'm always cognizant how loud the thing is, because when it's loud, it can be kind of distracting. Well, leadoff single, from Justin Trapp. Revs, they lead the Skeeters 4-0 here at the top of the fourth inning. James Skelton now, the catcher, back, has struck out twice tonight, actually. Struck out both times swinging. So out of the Revs' offensive attack, they have 8 hits through 3 innings so far, but Skelton not much of a factor. He lines that one, though, to right field. Takes Giansanti back a few steps, but he's under it. He's got that one. One down now. That'll keep Justin Trapp at bay there at first base. Well, if you're just joining us, the Revs, they scored 4 runs back in the top of the second inning, paced by a 2-run double from Nate Coronado. Henry Castillo, he steps in. He doubled in his last at-bat back in the second inning. Did not come around to score, though. Did drive in a run, however, as part of that 4-run inning. Henry Castillo came in and hit 354 with a pair of home runs. And that one's fouled back, and with that hit, Henry Castillo extended his hitting streak to 8 games right now. So actually, ironically, Jared Mitchell, he owns the longest hitting streak in the Atlantic League at 9 games, but Henry Castillo, right on his heels, he extended it to 8 games and has hit safely in 12 of his last 13 starts. So he's been swinging a hot bat at the top of the order for the York Revolution, and he's up here with 1 down. Revs, they are up 4-0. Just 1 hit so far for the Skeeters. That was a triple by Juan Silverio in the second. Did not come around to score, obviously. 1 down, a pretty good lead over there for Trapp as they peg on over. Connor Wade still on the mound for the Skeeters into his 3rd inning of work, or 4th inning of work, rather. And now it picks off again as Justin Trapp has drawn a lot of attention over there. Justin Trapp on the season. George, my frivolous intern, I know exactly what stat he's looking up, and he's going to give it to me here in just a second. 0-1 though now to Henry Castillo. Chops that over to Coco Cordero over at first. Follows it a bit. Tags Castillo out though as Trapp advances to second base. So 2 down now on the 3 unassisted put out from Cordero. Does a nice job on the recovery there as Trapp moves into scoring position. But George, we're gonna honor your diligent work in finding us the stat. He had 2 stolen bases prior. Or it was 2 stolen. Justin Trapp actually was just 2 stolen bases shy of 200 on his career. So a milestone he might reach at some point in this 7-game homestand, but he does not reach it here. As Melky Mesa the first baseman, or rather the left fielder for the Revs, he steps on in, the number 3 hitter tonight. He is 1 for 2. Had a single back in the first, and it's that one well to left side, fielded by Jackson, though, on the couple of hops. A nice throw on the ground, though. Correa was unable to pick it up, and a heads-up base running play there by Trapp as he comes around to score while Cordero was figuring out where that ball landed off the glove. So the Revs push it to 5-0 now here in the 4th inning. So that's going to go down as an E6 there on Jackson, as Cordero not playing a lot of first base this year, had a tough job there picking that one up and unable to do so as Justin Trapp just never stopped running from second base. Comes around to score, so 5-0 now. Revs. Telvin Nash, the first baseman, steps in and takes outside for a ball. So kind of a tough go tonight for Connor Wade. He's pitched well, but just kind of running into a little bit of bad luck, and that 5 runs matches his season high already this year. Also matches his season high from 2018. So Connor Wade falling on just a bit of hard times this year. He's a contact pitcher, though, so sometimes that's what you run into when you're not striking guys out. You're kind of at the mercy of whatever's going on with the guys at the plate. And tonight, the guys at the plate have just kind of punctured some holes as that one's chopped foul, 2-1. And I know what you're wondering, George. Have the Skeeters overcome a run deficit of at least 5 this year? They certainly have. That came back in the second game of the season. They chased a 6-run deficit with the Blue Crabs in town, and they ended up winning that game on a Friday night here. It was a 7-6 win for the Skeeters, so we are familiar with coming in and winning games like that in comeback fashion as Wade pushes across a fastball for a strike on the outside edge. So 2-2 now, 2 down. The Revolution from York, they're up 5-0. They've got 8 hits on no errors. The Skeeters, no runs, 1 hit on 1 error. That 1 error just occurred. That was a throwing error from Ryan Jackson, which allowed a run to pass. So see if Connor Wade can kind of mitigate the damage here. Milky Mesa, he stands on first base. Telvin Nash down 2-2. Nash 0 for 1. He walked back in the 3rd inning. The 2-2. Pitch low and away. It's called a ball now, so a full count. Milky Mesa going to get a bit of a head start here. This will be off with the pitch with the full count, the 2 outs. Avar Rondon, the second baseman. He shifted a little bit toward the second base bag here with a righty up to bat. Otherwise, pretty straight up for the defense here from the Skeeters. 3-2 from Wade to Nash is roped into left center. That one's troubling, off the wall on a hop. Coming around to score it easily, Mesa. Telvin Nash hit that one on an absolute rope, and he is standing on second there with an RBI double now. You really can't hit a ball much harder than that. Telvin Nash just absolutely assaulted that baseball into the left center field gap. An RBI double. As York Revolution increased their lead to 6-0 now, rather. Sorry. For Nash, that's RBI number 10 on the year. So York having its way tonight so far. They're up 6-0. Connor Wade still in the bump. Nobody warming up in the Skeeters bullpen. That's one skied into foul territory on the right side. Cordero is going to give it a look. He does not have a play, though, as Isaiah Tejada, who already has 2 singles today, fouls that one off. And already 9 hits for the York Revolution off Connor Wade. Connor's season high last year was 9, so already matched that. Thus far entering tonight, the most hits he had allowed in a start were 7. And that one's hit up the middle. That's a base hit. And on to home comes Telvin Nash. That one's going to be another run for the Revs as they push their lead to 7-0 now on an RBI single from Isaiah Tejada. So the Revs, who had 6 runs on 9 hits, now have 7 runs on 10 hits as Isaiah Tejada pushes that lead. Oh, nope, that's on me. They held the runner there at third. Oh, no, They did not. They did not. Just third base coach, as he had a little bit of a distraction here in the broadcast booth. It is a 7-0 lead now for the Revs on 10 hits. 2 down here in the top of the 4th inning. Wellington Dotel, now he's the batter. Fouls that one off the left side. Now 0-1 for Dotel. So the Revs, they scored 4 runs back in the 2nd inning. Now they have 3 here in the top of the 4th. And Dotel fouls that back now. He's 0-2, and it's been mostly the singles that have really come to bite the Skeeters. Not a lot of extra base hits in this one. New York, they've got the 10 hits, but just 2 doubles. Otherwise, it's been all singles. So 8 of the 10 hits singles for the Revs, as they've kind of just moved station to station on the Skeeters. That one's low and away for a ball, so 0-2 now, or 1-2 to Wellington Dotel, as now the Skeeters bullpen has come to life. There's officially someone getting warm. I don't have my binoculars on me, but that looks to be Lucas Irvin. He's kind of the long man for the Skeeters, so that seems about right. As that one swung on and missed. Did he foul tip it? No, says the home plate umpire, and Cody Stanley fires over to first base, and that'll do it here in the top of the 4th inning. But the Revs, they put on a 3 spot. They now lead the Skeeters 7-0 as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning.
Good Morning Spirits is a award-winning distillery based on San Diego, California. They combine their award-winning spirits and house-made dishes.
Plan your next group outing at beautiful Constellation Field. Looking to celebrate a birthday, host a large-scale event like a company party, or just looking to bring a large group to watch a baseball game? Constellation Field has you covered. We have several birthday packages as well as seating options that include our party suites and picnic plaza, as well as the field plaza to best accompany your group. Visit sugarlandskeeters.com or call us at 281-240-HITS for more info on all of our group packages.
Catch the Skeeters at Constellation Field from May 10th to 19th as we gear up for our biggest homestand of the year. Take the throne on Saturday with our Game of Thrones night, including a Pete and Gavilia Game of Thrones themed bobblehead. Spend Mother's Day at the ballpark on Sunday and enjoy our Sunday Fun Day with pregame autographs and kids run the bases. If that wasn't enough, bring your pup to the ballpark on May 16th for Park in the Park and Thirsty Thursday presented by Sierra Nevada. We'll be hosting Pink in the Park on May 17th, sponsored by Memorial Hermann, as we honor and raise awareness for breast cancer survivors. Stick around Saturday for a post-game concert from country music artist Corey Morrow, presented by Silver Eagle. There's something for the entire family this homestand at Constellation Field. Visit sugarlandskeeters.com for more information. Memorial Hermann Sugarland Hospital has been named a recipient of the highly coveted 2016 Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award, the nation's highest presidential honor for performance excellence. Memorial Hermann Sugarland was recognized for its outstanding commitment to sustainable excellence through innovation, improvement, and visionary leadership. Memorial Hermann Sugarland is the first Houston area healthcare organization to earn the prestigious Baldrige Award and only the 3rd in Texas. The Sugarland Skeeters are proud to partner with Memorial Hermann Sugarland.
Nothing provides the flexibility to watch the Skeeters on your time like our exciting mini plans for the
Well, it has not been a pretty one, folks, so far. The Revolution have run up a 7-0 lead over the Skeeters here as we head into the bottom of the 4th inning. Jared Mitchell at the top of the order. He's the number 2 hitter tonight. He's going to lead us off. So this would officially be the biggest comeback of the year if the Skeeters were able to come back from this one. They came back from a 6-run deficit on Friday night at the ballpark. The first Friday night back here in late April against the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. So tonight would officially be the biggest comeback. That was a 6-run comeback as Mitchell takes outside for a ball. Jared Mitchell, he comes into this one swinging a pretty hot bat. He's riding the longest hitting streak in the Atlantic League as he fouls that away now, 1-1. Mitchell with a 9-game hitting streak. He's hitting a whopping 400 with a .512 on base percentage and 4 home runs in that 9-game hitting streak, which is the longest by a player on the Skeeters and the Atlantic League this season. So Jared off to a hot start here as George, my intern, sitting next to me. He's been feeding me stats all night. Shout out to you. 2-1 down to Mitchell. No down, bottom of the 4th. Mitchell check swings. Did he go? He did not. So 3-1 now. Mitchell's first at bat, a fly out to center field. A fantastic diving play from Justin Trapp, a feet for a slide. Rod Mitchell of what would have been a single, maybe a double. Mitchell runs pretty well. I mean, after all, he does lead the Atlantic League with 6 stolen bases. So He's tied for the league lead in home runs, and he's tied for the league lead in stolen bases. 3-1 misses low, so Jared Mitchell, that is the first Skeeters base runner since a triple from Juan Severio in the second. He's aboard with a walk here with nobody down at the top of the fourth, bottom of the fourth. So Anthony Jansanti steps in. He struck out swinging in his first at-bat. Jansanti struck out swinging in his first at-bat. It's been a tough sledding for Anthony since he came off the disabled list. Entered a night 0 for 12 as he takes strike one, and it wasn't tough sledding much last year. He hit .297 with 17 home runs and 58 ribbies, 35 stolen bases. That was good enough to be your MVP for the Skeeters in 2018, but searching for his first hit this season, and now would be the time to let it happen here. We are trailing 7-0, bottom of the fourth inning. And a nice breaking pitch from Atkins. Is swung on and missed by Jansanti, so he's quickly down 0-2. Jared Mitchell, he just walked. He's on first base, the leadoff base runner here. Just one hit for the Skeeters so far. That was a triple from Juan Severio. Back at the bottom of the second. The 0-2 to Jansanti. On the move is Mitchell. Jansanti swung on and missed. Stolen base, though, for Jared Mitchell as he slides in head first. And that's number 7 for Mitchell as he continues to pile on to his Atlantic League lead. But Anthony Jansanti, he's down on strikes for out number 1 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Cody Stanley walking up to a little thunder struck by AC/DC. We could use a little thunder here. Skeeters trail the Revs 7-0. Cody comes into this one hitting .333 with a pair of home runs and 7 ribbies. North Carolina native takes outside for a strike, 0-1 now. Cody's in his first at-bat flew out to center field. Jared Mitchell stands on second base, his leadoff walk. As runner scoring was in for this the second time tonight for the Skeeters as Stanley swings and misses now quickly, 0-2. Mitch Atkins, we mentioned last season, he had a 5+ ERA against the Skeeters and came into this one 0-1 with a 11.25 ERA, but has looked great tonight. Just the one hit through 3 1/3. Jared Mitchell on second base. Posing a threat, but the Revs, they do lead 7-0 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. They have 10 hits, 7 runs, no errors, and no runs, a hit and an error for your defending champion Sugar Land Skeeters. The 0-2 to Stanley is chopped foul behind him for a strike there as Juan Severio retrieves it. Monday night here at Constellation Field. The Revs, they'll be here all the way through the week. Let's wrap up a 10-game homestand. The Ducks were here. The Ducks took 2 out of 3 from the Skeeters over the weekend. 0-2, now chop foul. Cody Stanley, the former St. Louis Cardinal. Cody was red hot over the road trip. Both of his home runs and 7 RBIs over the first road trip of the year. The Skeeters with the High Point at Lancaster. Not as great of a series against Long Island here at home. He was 0 for 5 in a pair of games against Long Island. One of the games he just came in for one pinch hit at bat, and he swings and misses there as Mitch Atkins fires at a changeup there. The circled change gets Cody Stanley swinging and misses for out number 2 here in the bottom of the fourth.
Race number 27, Juan Severio.
Back-to-back Ks from Mitch Atkins will bring up Juan Severio. He has the only hit tonight for the Skeeters. That was a one-out triple all the way back in the second inning. Two down now. Bottom of the fourth. Jared Mitchell on second base. He walked to lead off the inning. He's still standing there. He stole second base. Juan Severio now up With a chance to drive in the first run of the night, Mitch Atkins has to stop his delivery as Juan Severio calls time. Skeeters came in 10-7. The Revs at 4-11. Off to a tough start this year. Skeeters have had kind of an up and down season so far. They went 4-3 on the first homestand, then had a fantastic first road trip as Severa swings and misses. And we're on a 6-game winning streak as of Friday, after Friday's win against the Ducks, and then dropped back-to-back games. So it's kind of been a teeter-totter affair so far. But still 10-7, 4 games ahead in first place. And when you consider that they've lost 7 players to contract purchases, as well as a retirement to James Loney, that's a pretty good mark to be at. Severa chops that one hard, foul off to the left side. There's some things you just can't control in this league, one of which being contract purchases. You'd love to have your players have their contracts purchased, but tonight you're starting to feel the effect. Skeeters just one hit through 3 2/3, and Courtney Hawkins had his contract purchased by the Giants, and also having his contract purchased by the Giants was C.J. McElroy. So you feel the effects in that offense. C.J. McElroy had been a real fantastic table setter, was 4th in the league at hitting, and Courtney Hawkins, all he did was hit 2 home runs in 3 games, and Severio hits that one, skies it to center field. In comes Trapp. He is under it, and he has it for out number 3. So just the walk from Jared Mitchell, and that's all the Skeeters get here in the bottom of the 4th inning. The Revolution, they hang on to a 7-0 lead as we head to the 5th inning.
Catch the Skeeters at Constellation Field from May 10th to 19th as we gear up for our biggest homestand of the year. Take the throne on Saturday with our Game of Thrones night, including a Pete Incaviglia Game of Thrones themed bobblehead. Spend Mother's Day at the ballpark on Sunday and enjoy our Sunday fun day with pregame autographs and kids run the bases. If that wasn't enough, bring your pup to the ballpark on May 16th for Park in the Park and Thirsty Thursday presented by Sierra Nevada. We'll be hosting Pink in the Park on May 17th, sponsored by Memorial Hermann, as we honor and raise awareness for breast cancer survivors. Stick around Saturday for a post-game concert from country music artist Corey Morrow, presented by Silver Eagle. There's something for the entire family this homestand at Constellation Field. Visit SugarlandSkeeters.com for more information. Memorial Hermann Sugarland Hospital has been named a recipient of the highly coveted 2016 Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award, the nation's highest presidential honor for performance excellence. Memorial Hermann Sugarland was recognized for its outstanding commitment to sustainable excellence through innovation, improvement, and visionary leadership. Memorial Hermann Sugarland is the first Houston area healthcare organization to earn the prestigious Baldrige Award and only the 3rd in Texas. The Sugarland Skeeters are proud to partner with Memorial Hermann Sugarland.
Nothing provides the flexibility to watch the Skeeters on your time like our exciting mini plans for the 2019 season. Some of our plans include a fireworks plan with tickets to all of our Friday firework games. Catch the buzz on the weekends and come away with some of our hottest giveaway items with our Saturday night plan. Enjoy the ultimate flexibility with our Pick 8 plan, giving you the chance to pick out 8 games that work best for you. Visit SugarlandSkeeters.com to find out more information on all of our mini plans. Sugarland Skeeters, more than baseball.
What's up, dudes? Pamela Printing, the preferred printer of the Sugarland Skeeters, the name you hear most often in Fort Bend County. People are talking about quality, dependability, on time, and helpfulness in producing a great business piece for their company.
Texas Farm Bureau members get free tickets to Skeeters home games every Sunday all season long. Just show proof of your membership at the ticket office.
Well, we headed to the top of the 5th inning here. The Skeeters, they trailed the York Revolution 7-0 on the opening game of this 7-game homestand against the York Revolution. Lucas Irvin, he is in to pitch in relief of Connor Wade, who got the start tonight. Lucas 0-1 with a 3.18 ERA in 6 games this year, 11 1/3 innings pitched. He struck out 6. He's walked 3. Connor Wade, the book is officially closed on him. Let's take a peek at his stat line tonight. As the 0-1 from Irvin slaps right off his glove. He is able to bat that down and fires over to first base. And Nate Coronado retired on the 1-3 putout as a little self-defense there from Lucas Irvin to get out number 1. So Connor Wade, 4 innings pitched, 7 runs, 5 of which were earned, 10 hits. 4 Ks and 2 walks, and the 7 runs are a season high for Connor. The 5 earned runs match his season high, and not his finest outing, but realistically, I mean, he allowed 10 hits, only 2 of which were extra base hits, no long balls, just kind of I'd say ran into a little bit of bad luck. I mean, just a lot of balls that skipped in through the infield, and not to the infielder's fault either, really, because there's not much you could do, just kind of finding the holes more or less. So now Ryan Dent, he's up 2-0 as Lucas Irvin comes on in relief, and Lucas is kind of the man for the job on a night like this. He's the long man for the Skeeters, and that one's skied to right center field. Anthony Jansanti on the run. He's calling off Jared Mitchell, and he has it there in the right center gap. So quickly 2 away as George next to me kind of mentioned that Connor waded right into some bad luck, and I couldn't agree more, George. I mean, that you see it right here. Lucas Irvin just comes in throwing strikes, gets 2 quick outs, and Connor Wade was on the precipice of getting 2 quick outs pretty much all night and just had 2 innings. The second inning allowed 4 runs. The 4th inning he allowed 3 runs, and that's really been the damage. Tonight as the Braves are up 7-0, and Justin Trapp, the center fielder, up 2 away. He takes in for a ball. Justin had a sac fly in the second inning, and he singled and came across the score last inning of the 4th, and he lines out to center field. Jared Mitchell on the run. Jared Mitchell squares that up and has it there in mid to shallow center field. So Lucas Irvin comes in and it gets a 1-2-3 inning here at the top of the 5th. The Braves, they lead 7-0 at the bottom of the 5th.
What's up, dudes? Pamela Printing, the preferred printer of the Sugar Land Skeeters, the name you hear most often in Fort Bend County. People are talking about quality, dependability, on time, and helpfulness in producing a great business piece for their company.
Texas Farm Bureau members get free tickets to Skeeters home games every Sunday all season long. Just show proof of your membership at the ticket office to get 2 free tickets to any Sunday home game while supplies last. Visit texasfarmbureau.org/sport to learn more about this offer and other benefits associated with your membership. This offer is exclusive to Texas Farm Bureau members and is only available while supplies last. So become a member today. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, proud sponsor of the Sugar Land Skeeters.
Go.
The Skeeter Buddies Kids Club create countless memories that will last a lifetime for kids ages 4 through 12. With 2 packages that are sure to meet your budget, the Skeeter Buddies Kids Club, sponsored by Meadow and Sugar Mill Montessori Schools, offer exclusive moments, such as batting and pitching lessons with players and front-of-the-line privileges or Kids Run the Bases on Sunday Funday. For more information, visit SugarlandSkeeters.com. Sugarland Skeeters, more than baseball.
The 2018 Atlantic League champions Sugar Land Skeeters are back to defend their title. Come visit Constellation Field, winner of the 2018 Atlantic League Ballpark of the Year, and watch Pete and Gavilia build off an incredibly successful debut season. Returning to this year's roster are 2018 Skeeters MVP Anthony Jansanti and fan favorite Albert Cordero. Joining them are longtime Major Leaguers and Houston natives James Loney and Mark Lowe. With over 30 former Major Leaguers on last year's roster, you're guaranteed an elite level quality of baseball for an affordable price where there's something for the entire family. Individual tickets start as low as $9, and we have 4 exciting mini plans that will meet your needs. Visit SugarlandSkeeters.com or call us at 281-240-HITS to secure your spot to see all the action. Sugarland Skeeters, it's more than baseball.
Well, we head to the bottom of the 5th, and I wish I had better news, Skeeters Nation, but we do trail the York Revolution 7-0. But I do come with good news as Albert Cordero steps in and Mitch Atkins takes outside for a strike. I come to good news because in the booth with me is a celebrity that I am just blown away by. My good friend, I am proud to call him Joey Mellows, as Cordero lines out to center field, and that one is under the glove of Justin Trapp. He's put it away for out number 1. Joey Mellows also goes by Baseball Brit on Twitter. He's been making his way around the United States, watching baseball at all different kinds of levels, the independent level, the major league level, minor league level. I'm going to stop talking. Joey, it is great to have you in the booth with me, man.
Ryan, it's so good to see you again, mate, and thanks for having me back.
Dude, last year you came here, and I believe we were the first indie ball team you saw, correct?
In my life, yeah.
And you were a bit underground, and that's kind of crazy to think because, dude, I've been following you, man, and on Twitter I see you're taking pictures of the likes of Jeff Passan. You've met guys that write for the Washington Post. You've met friends on MLB Network. You've become quite a celebrity. Just for a second here. I know it's hard to brag about yourself, but what has it been like being able to? Because I mean, we saw you as kind of a wee lad here. You were just making the beginning of your journey, and now you've become a celebrity, man. What has that been like?
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, absolutely nothing's changed. I'm doing the same thing I've always tried to do. And yeah, just more people are following along now. So I'm excited to tell people about Sugarland and about the Atlantic League and about Indie Ball tonight. And I think I'm going to change my plans on Wednesday. I'm meant to be at a Dynamo game in the MLS, but I'm going to be back here to tell people more about Indie.
Oh, wow. Well, that's good news. That's actually news to me as Jason Martinson. It's a rocket off the glove there of Nate Coronado at third base. This is going to be at least a single. Martinson, he wants two. He's got two. That's a double there for the Skeeters designated hitter. Joey Mellows. Joey, forgive me, the podcast and the website you write for back in England.
Sure. So there's a big British baseball website called Batflips and Nerds.com.
There we go, yep.
Yeah, and they've got a podcast as well, Batflips and Nerds. This week we're hoping to interview Lance McCullers Jr. from the Astros, and we're just trying to raise the profile of baseball in the United Kingdom before the MLB London Series in June between the Yankees and Red Sox.
And Joey, you've done more than your fair share to raise the profile. You've gone around. I'm a little bit jealous, man. You've gone to so many parks. I'm going to throw a softball to you. What are some of the favorite places you've been so far at the minor league level? We'll exclude the major league level.
Minor league level, like within the Atlantic League, I was at the opening day of the High Point Rockers, and it was really cool to see a complete sellout. I think there were over 4,000 people there. The concourse were like 3, 4, 5 people deep. Everyone having a lovely time in High Point in North Carolina.
As Dennis Phipps rips out to center field. Just a trap, though, is a man in the right spot there. An Adam ball, if you will. An F8 to Dennis Phipps. That'll take care of him for out number 2 here as Joey Mellows of Batflips and Nerds Baseball Brit. I feel like you are officially the biggest celebrity I've had in my booth as my first year broadcasting. It's only my second homestand, so it's still a little early, but you're the biggest celebrity I've had in my booth.
Literally no one in my life ever has called me a celebrity until you.
Well,
so
yeah,
I'm finding this all rather odd, but it's very nice of you to say, I guess.
You've told me it's one of those things where things have kind of gathered steam. You've gone around to ballparks and people have really kind of come to liking to your story. Did you ever think you'd be on ESPN? You were on ESPN Baseball Tonight. You were on MLB Network. What was that?
I had
like,
no
man?
idea. It's just I keep saying it's surreal. I have no idea why these people want to speak to me. It's very fun, like seeing how the TV programs are made and things, and meeting all these famous like ex-players that now host. But we're just excited that baseball's coming to Europe, and that's the message I'm really trying to bring home. Is baseball's fun and it's cool, and you can have a good time, and it's there's something for everyone at a ballpark. So get out and support your local team.
I hope when I outed you here, Joey, when we first met, I was so happy to see you, man. It's been about a year, and I was really happy to see you. And you told me you got a little bit emotional when you were driving in. Because Constellation Field is the first indie ballpark you've been to.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Tell me about that. What exactly made you emotional driving in here?
So I flew over from South Korea to Houston about 10 months ago, and it was a long flight. I had to change in Atlanta about 21 hours and stuff, and I'd essentially given up my job to explore indie ball, and it was a huge risk. And when I got here, I was so relieved that it was a risk that was completely worth taking, because I fell in love with independent baseball and all the stories of the managers here with Pete Incaviglia. Anthony Giansanti is a player I've tracked now for over a year. It's been so cool just to come back here.
As Alvaro Rondoni's up with Jason Martinson on second base, 2 down here, 2-2 now. And you showed me your Twitter DMs, and it's you've got some pretty cool people who are DMing you on Twitter. But you went to the Astros games the last few nights, and now you're in Houston. Does Houston have kind of like a special place in your heart, just considering you
it does now? Yeah, for sure. Like they've been so kind and so so friendly and welcoming, and the Astros team is one of the most exciting teams I think I've ever seen play.
Sure.
They're absolutely stacked. They just swept the Lone Star Series this Lone Star Series against the Rangers, and they're so exciting in terms of their analytics and their front office. So yeah, I'm excited to see where they end up this season.
The 3-2 to Rondon, chopped to first base. Kind of suffocates it. That's Telvin Nash. He gets the bag there for out number 3. Joey, you got 1.5 inning left in you. You think you can?
Ryan, for you always, mate. You know that.
My man. Well, the Skeeters, they trail 7-0, but Joey Mellows, baseball bred, he's in the booth, so that's always a good time here at Constellation Field. Come back here as York comes to bat at the top of the 6th inning here on a Monday night at Constellation Field.
End of the year. Take the throne on Saturday with our Game of Thrones night, including a Pete Incaviglia Game of Thrones themed bobblehead. Spend Mother's Day at the ballpark on Sunday and enjoy our Sunday fun day with pregame autographs and kids run the bases. If that wasn't enough, bring your pup to the ballpark on May 16th for Bark in the Park and Thirsty Thursday presented by Sierra Nevada. We'll be hosting Pink in the Park on May 17th, sponsored by Memorial Hermann, as we honor and raise awareness for breast cancer survivors. Stick around Saturday for a post-game concert from country music artist Corey Morrow, presented by Silver Eagle. There's something for the entire family this homestand at Constellation Field. Visit SugarlandSkeeters.com for more information. Memorial Hermann Sugarland Hospital has been named the recipient of the highly coveted 2016 Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award, the nation's highest presidential honor for performance excellence. Memorial Hermann Sugarland was recognized for its outstanding commitment to sustainable excellence through innovation, improvement, and visionary leadership. Memorial Hermann Sugarland is the first Houston area healthcare organization to earn the prestigious Baldrige Award and only the third in Texas. The Sugarland Skeeters are proud to partner with Memorial Hermann Sugarland.
Nothing provides the flexibility to watch the Skeeters on your time like our exciting mini plans for the 2019 season. Some of our plans include a fireworks plan with tickets to all of our Friday firework games. Catch the buzz on the weekends and come away with some of our hottest giveaway items with our Saturday night plan. Enjoy the ultimate flexibility with our Pick 8 plan, giving you the chance to pick out 8 games that work best for you. Visit SugarlandSkeeters.com to find out more information on all of our mini plans. Sugarland Skeeters, more than baseball.
What's up, dudes? Pamela Printing, the preferred printer of the Sugarland Skeeters, the name you hear most often in Fort Bend County. People are talking about quality, dependability, on time, and helpfulness in producing a great business piece.
And we move to the top of the 6th inning here as Joey Mellows of Bat Flips and Nerds Baseball Brit. I mean, he should be calling the play-by-play. I don't know what I'm doing here, but the Revolution, they lead 7-0 over your Skeeters as Lucas Irvin out for another work in relief. He'll face James Skelton, the first pitch outside for a ball. Joey, do you see, so this is your second time at Constellation Field, any differences, or what are some observations you have as now your second go-through here?
Right, and geez, you really put me on the spot there. Like, for first off, like, it's nowhere near as hot as when I came here last end of June.
In June last
I
time,
was sweating all over the place, mate. Yeah, and it was on a Monday night again, and I think it might have been against the Revolution. So in a way, not much has changed other than the fact it's a little bit cooler. I'm not quite as heavy as I was, and I'm not sweating as much.
Well, last year the Skeeters, as Irvin pours in a strike now, 1-2 to James Skelton. The Revs up 7-0 here in the top of the 6th. We were out to a pretty amazing start last year. We've fallen on a little bit harder times, and that's a part of indie ball, Joey. We've lost 7 players back to the affiliated level in minor leagues, and Lucas Irvin strikes out James Skelton. They're swinging and missing for strike number 3 out number 1, and that's probably something you've kind of run into. You've run into that dynamic where guys go back up to the affiliate level.
I was talking to a topless Pete Incaviglia earlier, and he was saying that it's a good problem in a way to have because so many players do get signed by affiliated teams. There's, people know that this is a team where they can come and they can get signed, and therefore he's got lots of people knocking on the door, ringing his phone, saying, we want to play for the Skeeters. And I think that's a great position for the team to be in, albeit the fact you are losing these players. Yeah,
it sucks on nights like tonight when we seem to not be able to have any offense get going as Henry Castillo ropes out on a line to right field. Anthony Giacinti on the run.
Wow.
A friend of Bat Flips and Nerds. He makes the play on the run, going to his left there, makes a nice play. Anthony Giacinti. So, Joey, I'll let you just plug him a little bit. You know Anthony.
I met Anthony, a couple of times last summer here at the Skeeters, and then on the road at the Lancaster Barnstormers. And what a lovely bloke he is. So versatile. Sometimes I worry that